It's Yalanda at Youre Buzz, and of course, 27 Answers. Now, I know I want to talk about networking, and one, because I wrote a book on networking. It's called 27 Answers to Create Buzz, and a lot of it was basically just getting the networking part down, because once you know who you are and you're able to say what it is you do, you got to tell somebody, because most of the business that you receive will come from either a referral, or your last customer will tell your next customer. It's all a part of networking. Get the book, 27 Answers to Create Buzz. It's on Amazon right now. You can go to 27answers.com. So as I thought about where do we go from here with networking, I said, you know what? Let's not go forward. Let's go back, okay? And I was talking with a couple of people, and, we've got so many words about what we do and who we are. I've even started using the hashtag creatives, and even in 27 Answers, I'm like, listen, creatives, listen, trying to figure out the word and the language. And that has been, as a blogger, that has been the hardest part about what we do, is making sure we use the right language, because if you're looking for a solution, if I've got that solution and we're using the two different words or two different languages to ask for it or to describe it, we're never going to meet in the middle at the solution. So I said, okay, wait a minute. What's the real language? Because first I said, well, I did say, what's the language? But then I thought, well, what's the first thing? What's the problem? And the problem is that I'm hearing from myself and others is that we end up at a point where people just undermine the business, because you know what? They don't see it as a business. I don't see what I'm doing as a business, but then I've got this brand, 27 Answers, that has a physical product, a digital product, consulting, and all these different places. I'm like, but we end up, when people come to me and say, Youre Buzz, can I ask you a question? I sell answers. You want to ask me a question, but you don't want to buy an answer. Well, okay, go listen to the podcast. We end up offended. We end up absolutely offended in our exchanges, because in our networking, we're not using the correct language. In our business, in our messaging, in our social media, we are not using the correct language. We got all these cute ways of saying what we do. Entrepreneur, mompreneur, solopreneur, daddypreneur, preneur this and preneur that. It's all a bunch of manure. I'm just saying. Listen, you are self-employed, okay? Unless you've got some employees, a brick and mortar, and some other different things that categorize you as a business, a small business, and all those other kind of things. If you're a creative, if you know where you are and use that word, you know what? Bottom line, for the most part, we're self-employed, because we keep running into people who undermine the business model. That's what I'm hearing each and every day. When you say your customers or your clients or the end user or this, that, and the other, they don't understand, the struggle and what you're doing, and you're not moving the product, you're not closing the deal and all those kinds of things. It's simply because they don't see you as a provider. And because we have found and defined ourselves with all of these cute words and hashtags and all of that, when it comes down at the end of the 30 days or at the beginning of the 30 days, when it's time to look at the bottom line, the budget, okay, the income, the revenue, it's because it's too cute. It's too cute. Okay? You are, and let me know, because if you're not halfway through this, if you're not a provider, if your customers don't see you as a provider, if your colleagues and your peers and people who are undermining your business don't see you as a provider, and that is the problem with the majority of our networking, is that even with our peers, we don't see each other as providers. Now, I wrote a book on networking. I wrote the book on creating buzz. I'm in all the networks. I get kicked out of all the Facebook groups because I lead with opportunities, and I lead with a true and honest conversation about being a provider, about surviving and making a living off of my talent and my skills and my gifts. And I don't need a cute way to say that. You don't need a cute way to say that. Are you self-employed? If you are self-employed or a business, or you have employees or a business owner, or you have a brick and mortar, it is all about the customer. You need customers. Stop making it cute and make it about surviving. Okay, make it about bringing a halt to people undermining your business model, because they know right off the bat that's a business model. What is your business model? Undermining your business model can't be your business model. Bitterness can be your business model. Getting your feelings hurt, being uninspired, being overlooked, underachieved, that can't be your business model. What is your business model? Put it out there. Keep it in simple terms. Simple terms, not cute terms. We don't need another way to say I earn money on my own for a living. It's called self-employed. It's called being an entrepreneur. It's called being a business owner. That's what it is. Those are the terms that people respect. You know, they don't just look at it as your passion, your desire. Business owner, self-employed. Those are the terms that people respect. Those that are at the top of the success, you know, on the ones on your vision board, the ones you're paying the coaching fees, or you're going to hear this person speak or that person. It's simple. Put it back in simple terms. So as we get ready to start off this weekend, about a minute and a half to tell you this, as we get ready into this next series of a podcast, we're going to talk about networking, but I can't send you out there to tell people what it is you do until you can clearly classify it and know what it is you do and how you do it and under what auspices you do it. Are you self-employed? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a business owner? Are you a growth firm? Where are you in this spectrum? You don't need a cute word to say it if at the end of the day you need a customer or a client and you don't want them to undermine your business model. Make it plain. Make it plain. You don't have to make it nice. You don't have to make it cute. Okay? You don't want to be offended. Okay? Make it plain. I'm talking to, listen, creatives, listen. I'm talking to those that are self-employed. And even we found another cute way to say it. What do we say? If you're somewhere between customers and capitalists, you might be a creative. Are you self-employed? All right, 30 seconds more to tell you. Listen, if you're seeing this on my timeline, your timeline, a friend's timeline, thank me, thank you, thank them for sharing great content with you. I've also, like I said, I wrote a book called 27 Answers to Create Buzz. I've got several ebooks to go out there and accompany that. I got some YouTube channel. I got some stuff on the YouTube channel. All you got to do is filter the entire internet using the hashtag 27 Answers.